Hey there guys, we're doing a farm tour today. So we're gonna start closest to our house, and we have a 4-horse Living Quarters Platinum Coach trailer. And then our next trailer is our Wilson stock trailer. And over here we have an old John Deere that we don't use, and then a Honda Civic that we're gonna fix. And then hooked up to the Wilson stock trailer, we have our red Ram 350 Dodge, which is a 2003. And then over to here we have a Chevy that we are fixing up. We're putting that cab right there to there. Then we have a John Deere Bobcat. I have no clue what year this thing is, but it's old. There's the inside, the back arm. Then you have a New Holland Hayliner 320 small square baler. And there's another cab for another Chevy truck. And then here we have a Trav-A-Long red 45-foot long trailer gooseneck. And here we have a Ram 350 heavy duty. I believe it's a 2015. And then here we have, this is what we haul our snowmobiles in. And we have 2 of them in there right now. And then we have another 45-foot gooseneck trailer. 2 axles. And we have some crappy hay for our calves right there. And then our haystack for our horses. There's 2 square bales and then 2 square bale stacks and then 1 round bale stack. And we have 4 straw square bales for our calves in the wintertime. And that's we use it for manure, gravel, to haul that. And then there's our barn. And then that gas tank right there has diesel in it. And then the one right there has plain unleaded gasoline in it. And then our skid steer is a Cat 42. And it 242. And it has the forks hooked up to it right now. And then that spray tank right there we use put on the back of our 4-wheeler. That we put in the back of our truck. And then you have a Polaris 4-wheeler, Sportsman one. And then right there we have our wheelbarrow. And this is our swather. It's a New Holland 1495 Haybine. It's pretty awesome. Right there we have our John Deere 4230. And then it doesn't have any batteries in it right now because I'm having battery issues. And then there's the inside view of it. And then over here to our round baler. It's a Vermeer 505 Series L. I like it pretty good. And then use that to mow our lawn. And then there's our bigger sprayer for our fields. Another gas can, and there's another one over there by the skid steer. And then heading over here, we have a John Deere planter right there. And then there's a pile of straw right there. And there's some straw for our cows. Then we have a John Deere plow right there, some pallets, and that's for gophers. And this is a Vermeer or King Cutter increment plow, like level things. And then there's a bucket for our backhoe. And then this is, well, in my lifetime, I have never used this thing. It's a dump truck. I have no clue what year it is, and it's a GMC. And over here we have a Vermeer, or the King Cutter rake. It's like rake up rocks. And that is just that. And then that is, we hook that up to rake our arena, which is right there. Hook up to our 4230 John Deere, which I'll show you guys later. And there's one of our manure spreaders. I don't know what kind of manure spreader it is. But we use this in the field. We use that, hook that up to the 4230, which is right there. And then this New Holland square bale stacker, we use to stack our square bales. And then we have another round bale stack right there, which we feed that to our calves. And we're heading back over here. There's our cows, and then there's the cat. And then right over here, that's the pipes on the trailer there. We used to irrigate our fields. We lay them along the side of them. And that is a disc we use to work up our fields and sometimes our arena. And there we have a lot of fence to go around our cows and horses. And going back over through here. And we have some old engines and wheels in there. And then there's a plow. See, there's that other gas tank I was talking about. And then we have some payback grain for our calves. And then some softwood shavings for our horse trailer. Now we're gonna head into the barn. Or who knows what is. We use that to get the ice out front of here. Let's see if I can open this. Maybe. I don't know if we'll be able to get in there today. I'll just go the back way after we go up here. So this right here right now, we have our horses on. If I can stand here maybe. So we have 7 horses up here right now. And then down there by the house, we have 2 of our colts down there. And then right here, we have a little 2-horse trailer that we never use. And then over here, we have a rake, which we have never used, rock picker, That is not very good for the rocks we have here, because it just breaks them. And then right there, underneath all the snow, we have a mower. And over here we have an old snowmobile trailer that we haven't used in like forever. And then an old tractor that I have no clue what it was, but I think it was a John Deere. A Hillsboro back. And over here, I think this is gonna be my high school truck. It's a Chevy Big Block. It used to be an old grain feeding truck, so there's like an inch of grain on the floor. And it's a flatbed. There's one of our horses. That one's kind of stupid. And then we have a pile of telephone poles. I have no clue why. And then here's our manure pile. And then there's a skull. So here's a little better view from over here. There's dead mice in that bucket. There's a whole bunch of crap in there we're gonna have to clean out. There's even manure on the truck. And then heading over here, we have a 20-foot car hauling trailer. There's the cat that keeps walking by my feet. And we have like 3 years ago, put new boards in there. And then there's a little bit of room left there, so we put a bar not all the way down. And then right here we have a roller. They put a tire on here, so the horses won't cut themselves right there on the edge. Let's see. And then there's a round bale feeder that we haven't used. And one of our old trucks from a long time ago, right there. An old combine we haven't used in years. But we used to throw like grass in there, right in there. And it would like spark. Me and one of my friends when we were kids. It's a John Deere 55. There's the header. There's where you would sit. Where the flip is this cat? Over there. So I'll have to go inside and show you a picture of this truck right here when we still used it. And then there's a thing to put in the ditch that we just never have. And I taught one of our dogs to go all the way through it. Now going back here is our 4230. Oh, shiz nigger. 4230 John Deere. Oh, guys. I don't know if we'll be able to get this open. Oh, yeah, we will. And then we hook that tractor up right here to our pipe trailer. And then we have some grain for horses, more wood shavings. And then right here, that other New Holland square baler we never use, have never used. So we're planning on selling that. So hit me up if you want that. And then it's a John Deere 348. We just fixed a lot of teeth on these before we put it away to pick up the hay. And then we have a lot of tires back here, and then 2 motorcycles. Jesus Christ, this fucking cat. And then more tires, a bumper for that white Dodge. And then these right here are for the corners of this building. And then back here, on this half over here, that's a lot of our like irrigating for these things. Close the pipes and stuff, and then a hose, and then there's all our baling twine. And then here we have 2.5 pallets of pellets. And then there's some, oh crap, I forgot what it's called. It gives it to our cows, and it's like Nutralex or something. And it helps them. And then master spas, we're holding a hot tub for somebody. I don't know why. And there's those 2 motorcycles you can kind of see in there. And then there's some boxes of old crap. And then there's a trailer. So it's like a 3-point hitch. And then there's a ball on the other end. And then this is our John Deere 4230 diesel. We have a post pounder on it. Oh, she has like inches of dust on her. See? There's all the controls to it. There's that cat again. Flipping, climbing it. And here's the controls to the post pounder. So I'll take you into the barn to show you some of the stuff in there. Oh, jeez. And then right there is our irrigation shed. And then heading back over here to go into the barn. There's some more of our horses. Easy, man. There we go. There's that one still laying down over there. Here's where we normally keep our horses in the summer. There's the back view of this rock picker, some troughs. And here's how we're gonna get into the barn today. And there's a ladder. Let's see if we can open this. We're gonna go head up there first. So put the light on. I'll come back to there. Up here is where we feed our cats. And then there is some hay. And there's a conveyor belt to get the hay up here. Which we need to get this hay up here down one day. And there's a cat up there on the shed, or on the hay. There it is. I don't know if I can go up to this one, but I'm gonna try. Kitty. You can tell we never come back here. Yeah, I don't think that one's a tame one. Then we have some horse stalls up from up here. And some stuff back down there. Plus we're gonna head back down there. And we put this up here because we don't have any wood in there. And the cats would always go down there. And in a minute I'll explain to you what they do when they get down there. So they go through there, and then there's that cat again. And then here's our tack room. And then, oh, the lights aren't working. There they go. They would always climb down through there somehow, or somewhere else, who knows where, and get in here and start chewing on our saddle pads and stuff. But we kind of wish, the reason we leave this door cracked like this is so they can get in here because we have some mice in here now. And there's a chainsaw, toolbox, some blankets. This cat's going everywhere I go. Come on, little kitty. But we leave it cracked like that sometimes. But lately we've been closing it. This is where we have a lot of our like brushes, stuff to brush our horses. And then these you clean their feet with. No clue why there's a strap there. But here's an old 4-wheeler that I'm planning on to fix up one of these days. There's the rim of a bicycle. And then my dad works for the Montana State of Transportation. And he gets some cool signs sometimes. And then here's one of our horse stalls. You can tell we never use it because there's this here. The only time we use this is when it starts hailing really hard or something. And we normally tie our horses up on these things. Only 4 of them, and then they eat grain out of there. And then over here, an old pump, some more tires and stuff. We never go in there. Some blankets for the wintertime when they get cold. Chain hanging there. Nothing interesting in here. And then lately, we had a calf in here that wasn't walking by itself. And it was just laying in here. And we had to do a very sad thing and kill it because it wasn't drinking, eating, or anything by itself. So we had them lights in there to keep it warm. And then over here, we have a Bombardier Outlander. They do not make these kind of things anymore. Over here we have a Polaris Explorer 400. That tank I showed you earlier, it was sitting on the back here and I just took it off. And here's my bike. It's a Honda 100. Pretty awesome. And then there's some shells and ropes and boots and whatnot. And there's a water trough. And then there's a sled and a roping dummy right here. And then these things are like bear traps, but they're for gophers. And I'd recommend, if you get these, do not let your kids use them. And when you use them, use gloves. Oh, let's see if we can open this from this side. See all the ice right there? Yeah, this thing's not even budging. So we're gonna go back through here. There's that cat eating finally. And then I'll go show you the picture from the upper, like from a helicopter view of our little operation here. And then we do have, oh shoot, I forgot to turn off that light. We do have 2 fields here that I think each are 50 acres or maybe more, I don't know. And then we have this little deal with someone of, well, they're older and then like where they live, they're not allowed to have horses or anything. So, and she's getting a little older and her husband died. And then, so like we've been farming, like cutting their hay over there for a long time now. So there's like 4 houses down there. They each have their own field. And, oh, almost fell. And my dad, a while back, used to cut all 4 fields. And then as we got closer to this time, they got their own swathers and stuff, all except one place is where it's just where we're still farming or cutting their hay for them. And then they let us keep the hay. Otherwise, we just have the 2 fields we have here. And we have that little area there. And then, if you watch the video uploaded before this one, over here on the other side of this, the Dodge and the Chevy here, I have been chopping some wood, which is very hard because it's very wet because we had rain last night. And that's why I'm sliding everywhere. And right there was just a snow pile. I've been chopping some wood right there. And it's kind of hard because it's all very wet. And I'm gonna go inside and show you what the whole thing looks like. And then these are 2 colts we've been working with. They're pretty nice so far, knock on wood. See, there's ice everywhere. See, there's one dog. Hey, come here, girl. That one, if you come onto this place, will eat you alive. Not actually, but she will bark at you and try to bite you. That one right there. And we have 2 dogs. That's a cat house. This is a dog house. And then there's that one that is fairly friendly and nice. And then there's another cat. His name's Mary. And a cat there, and his name's Dylan. And then we're gonna go down here into our garage before we go in there real quick. This is where we normally chop wood, but our wheelbarrow is very hard to use right now because it's so icy. So I just chopped it up there. And there's a little grill. Darn it. There's a table, another grill. We go in here. Yes, there is music play. And then there's a tank. That's there's some grease things, hydraulic shovel, little traveling air tank. And this is a snap-on thing, like toolbox. And there's a maid and there's a whole bunch of crap in the gumball machine. And back there, we have a green, what are the fuzz they're called? Like the hoverboard things with the stick going up them. And there's a winch right there, a jack, some batteries. Those, I think, are going on the 4230. And there's a little fridge with some drinks in it. And then this is a fridge. I don't know what we're doing with it. There's another mini fridge. And then this red thing right here is what was on that 4-wheeler with that tank spray. And there's a whole bunch of crap. And then over here, that's a Duramax engine. And we are doing a rebuild on that. I don't know. I might make a video on that at some point, but I don't know. Here's a table that's going in our house. And this right here, this door, is a door we're making for somebody. In fact, that truck, that big block up there, is the person we got this from, and we're doing that. And there's some glass for it. Going back here, some more tires. There's my little creeper. And that's, oh crap. That thing you like put 4-wheelers over and lift them up. Some ramps. Another thing, try not to step on the glass. And this thing is like a little tire station where you can put like the rubber part on the rims. And that thing was this white stuff right here. It's from a job we did at our airport here. We had to make like crosswalks and stuff for them. Now we're leaving the garage. There's a phone, stuff. And I'm gonna go out front and show you the Duramax from that truck right there, that engine in there. There it is. We have the hood strapped down on it because we don't want the wind catching it and blowing it up. There's a stack of tires. We had that back in the back of my dad's little pickup he takes to work. And we went and got a Christmas tree, so we took him out. And there's the inside of the back. The reason we have a tarp on this is because there's some stuff up there on the toolbox. And then there's some stuff back here. This ginormous piece of ice. maybe. I was trying to see if I could break it, maybe. I used to do it so hard to grab. And then there's an old like rake that we decorated with lights. And then that thing right there, we went to like an old brewery or something and got some of their stuff for our cows. And for some reason, I don't know what it's called, but it's good for them. It has like barley and stuff in it or something. And there's a Christmas wreath from Christmas time. We haven't gotten a chance to take it down. Here's the old house chimney. And then we are redoing our bathroom right now because it was getting kind of old and gross in there. And then we kind of need to redo this whole house. So we normally chop wood and stack it right there. And then that window right there will pop out. And then you put the wood in there and someone down there takes it. And there's a stack of pellets. That's one of my coats because I got a little too hot chopping wood. So, head inside and see if this is locked. Nope. So there's baby pellets. There's our downstairs. And then there's that. That's my dad's snowmobile backpack. There's our dry wood and all that stuff. So, let me explain this one. So this, my mom and dad own a ranch down in Belgrade. And they did that at the same exact time. And this is ours. And then there's that old truck right there. From that one picture, that one truck up there. There's that red truck. That combine one might have been working. And then there's that trailer. We still parked it there. And there's some horse. And there's that dump truck. Manure spreader. Backhoe. And then this. We had a couple of our horses up there. And then this was an old like turnaround area and stuff. And that was where old manure power was, down here now. And then that old tractor's still there. And then we don't have the round bale stack there. Do we even have the round baler? No, I don't think we had the round baler because that disc is in there. 4230's in there, I think, or 730 or something. And there's that mower. There's a cat still in the same spot. And then we had some white cows, black cows there. And this area right here, we are thinking redoing this summer because it's about to fall over. And this is when they didn't have our house finished. And I wasn't even close to being alive when this picture was taken. And then there's our haystack. I think we only had one. That must have sucked. And then there's an old horse that died and it had a baby. That one was up there. I might have to go back up there and show you. Oh, okay. We had some more bales over here. I was about to say, what the heck are they doing? And then there's our wheel line with the pipes. See them pipes right there? Do we have the pipe trailer in this? I don't think so. There's that little John Deere. And a lot of this stuff, I think, has moved. But I actually don't think it has. And that rake used to be over there. And then we used to have a hot tub, but that broke. And in this area right here, that yellow little tarp is, for some reason is there. That's where we burn stuff. Oh yeah, we did have that round baler. You see it right there? There's that old dump trailer, the stacker, 45-foot trailer. And then there's some horses. That one's retarded, I guess. And didn't die because that, I think, is Cashman. And he died just a couple years ago. And then we do have this arena up here that we don't use very much because it has a lot of rocks in it and gets really deep. But you can see we have this field out here and this field up here. But this field up here, this year we only did half cut on it, like half the field, because the upper half was just crap. So yeah, that's the end of this video, so see you next time.